We're going to unpick some of the aspects that we encounter within Zwift Workouts. Zwift Workouts done in ERG mode, which is when the smart trainer sets the power for you and you can play around with the cadence and still meet that power. And we're going to see how it relates to body type, muscles, heart and lungs are the engine that feed the muscles, but which one should take priority? Should we ride at a low cadence and use the muscles? Should we ride at a high cadence and use more of the heart and lungs to pump the oxygen around quicker? Let's see what we can find out during this Zwift workout. Don't forget how heart rate plays a part in this as well. Hello team, welcome back to the Pain Cave Garage. Welcome back to Just Do It, the channel all about run, bike, run, strength training, run, bike, run, on and on and on. It is post-work on Monday. It's one of those days, busy days. So I get my head in the garage. I just really hope the bike legs are there and we can have a good blowout. This evening we're doing the next workout in the Zwift Build Me Up plan. I'm into week 6, or is it week 7? I'll have to have a look. But the workout is a tough one. They're all tough, aren't they? The workout is called, stand by for this, not quite sure how you pronounce that, but it's basically an acronym. Not really an acronym because it doesn't spell a proper word, but it's something like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Yeah, meaningful. I think I'm definitely in the bracket of hard work still doesn't beat talent and talent's minimal. But I must admit, anything that I've achieved is through hard work rather than talent. So let's get on and do some hard work. Warm up nearly done. It is a bit warmer out than it has been, and it's about to get a lot warmer. I've now got my road bike on the turbo. Right, it's all about to kick off with this, which is all about 5 lots of sweet spot with bursts in between. It's a bit high-end sweet spot looking at this, but we'll get there. Ugh, I'm warm already. Still not decided if the bike legs are with me tonight or not. This all feels as though I'm still warming up. I need to get some fluidity into my pedaling as we go through this first set. This first block is split into 5 reps of 2 minutes seated, sort of mid sweet spot, and then 1 minute high end sweet spot, lower cadence standing. And I find the standing does break up the monotony and gives your nether regions a chance to recover and use some different muscle groups. The trick to master is up in the cadence when you sit back down, because with ERG mode on, where the power levels are set on the smart trainer, it's very hard to ride at low cadence. You need to go over the power to get the cadence back up, and here we go. So back down. 2 minutes seated. Let's get it smooth. First set of 4 done. It's four blocks. Not too bad. Hanging on. I forgot to mention though, I am stacking these key harder sessions at this point in time to ease down slightly for the Alsager 5-mile road race that's coming up this Sunday. It's Monday today, and I did some conditioning for 40-45 minutes this morning, so I'll hang on to this, see where it goes. For the moment, I'm doing okay. So this block of 15 minutes is split here into 5-minute reps. So I'm in this one, the blue, which is 2.9 watts per kilo, and as you can see, heart rate is quite low. Finding this quite comfortable. It is asking me to use a low cadence, which I'm struggling to do. I keep going too high a cadence because it's a bit abnormal for me. And then the next 5 minutes, 195, and then the last 5 minutes 210 into true sweet spot for me. So it's accumulation of fatigue and the different cadence playing around, and that'll be the second block done. The thing with this low cadence here, so we're at 70, 74, around 70, it is easy on the heart rate, but it's more taxing on the legs. I think that's the idea of varying the workout. We could go high cadence even with this level of power, and the heart rate would probably be higher, but you're saving some fatigue in the legs. It's a trade-off, and that's why cadence is quite important in cycling. If you're a muscle man but not great in the aerobic heart and lungs engine area, then you might want a lower cadence. If your engine is more inclined and more efficient than your muscles in your legs, you might prefer a higher cadence, but ultimately get the same speed. I think of the legend Jan Ullrich in this respect. I mean, you could argue he had both the heart and lungs and the muscle legs, but he cycled at a lot lower cadence using his power in his legs. So I guess I'm more of a heart and lungs engine man than muscle power through the legs. I'm a lean stick like cyclist. So here we go, on to the next 5 minute block here, 195. So we're up in the power by 20 watts. The ERG mode on the smart trainer will make me meet that power level, and it wants us to go a bit faster. 85 revs cadence, 85 revs per minute, so 85 cadence. So I'm up in the cadence between 80 and 85, which is more like comfortable for me because I'm using my heart and lungs more. Although it still bites in the legs, don't get me wrong, but I think working on the cadence, different levels, makes you better all round. Right, let's get this one done, and as we can see after this 5 minute block, it goes up again to 210, and the heart rate will go up again. It's already gone up to 135 at this higher cadence, but you could argue it feels a bit more comfortable on the legs. Right, we're coming to the end of this 5 minute block where it's slightly higher cadence, and we move up to higher power and higher cadence still. You see my heart rate about 10 beats more on this 5 minute block. Here we go, we're going to up the cadence, and here it's saying 100 RPM, 100 cadence, around there for the last 5 minutes. So we're truly working the heart and lungs part of the engine more than the lower cadence reliance on the leg strength, and it's asking me for some more. Sometimes the cadence reading on here, as you can see, isn't accurate, but I'm definitely pedaling a lot higher cadence than I was, and you can see the heart rate is already starting to rise. Remember, these are quite long sets at 15 minutes, and I've done one block previous to this one, so you will get what we call heart rate creep just because of the fatigue from the time you've been working. So I've been riding 45 minutes now, so there will be some heart rate creep, but most of that rise from the 134, 135 is down to this high cadence and the increased power, of course, 15 watts more. But I could bring the heart rate down, maybe if I concentrated on the reliance on leg power rather than my aerobic engine. Let's do an experiment. It'll tell me to spin faster, but I'll deliberately slow the cadence down. So my heart rate's 147. So now my cadence is down to low 80s. So I concentrate, get my breathing regular. I would expect the heart rate to come down a tad, but the effort is felt more in the legs. It won't change massively because you're still working the engine. But as you can see, 141 already after about 25 seconds of low cadence. It's dropped 5 or 6 beats. It will settle around here, I think, but it proves a point. I'm stressing my leg muscles more now than my heart and lung aerobic engine. Still being worked, don't get me wrong. You see it's 140 now. So there's the technical experiment, 139. Let's see if we can go even lower on the cadence standing up. So I'm still meeting the power requirement because we're in ERG mode. I wouldn't be able to turn the pedals if I wasn't meeting it. And we can see the heart rate now, 135. So we're a good 10 beats less than when we were higher cadence. And yet we're still producing the power needed to keep turning the pedals at 210 watts. Okay, 1 minute 40 to go. Let's reverse the experiment. Increase the cadence, get back seated and finish off the rep. Shifting the emphasis from the leg muscles working more to the heart and lungs aerobic engine. And already the heart rate is kicking in, responding to my demands. 144. So let's try and keep it smooth. 145. So I'm expected to settle around 146. And as you get fitter, the heart rate that you work at, even though it's higher, feels more doable. You can work at the high heart rate. Not so long ago, anything 145 and above heart rate, I start to feel it. But I pretty much know from a lot of years of Zwift riding that when I'm in shape, my optimal heart rate for a good hard ride, maybe above sweet spot, is above 160. As soon as I hit 170, then I am really on the edge of blowing up. But I'm managing this okay. Yeah, I'm breathing and the legs hurt, but that's what you're intending to do. It hurts uncomfortably comfortable. And there we go. That rep complete. And we're on to 3-minute recovery before the next block. So I'm actually finding a lot easier than I was just maybe 4 to 6 weeks ago. So the plan is working in my head. Bearing in mind I've got tired legs. You get the idea. It's sweet spot with bursts, quite a lengthy session, and I get the benefit from it. So I'm going to finish here. The main intent was to try and explain some of the dynamics of cadence in the Zwift workouts, linked into ERG mode, where the power is set for you, so you can play around with the cadence and always produce the power target that you want. That's what I wanted to get over, and how that plays around with heart rate and the different muscles and the engine of the heart and lungs and the muscles in the legs. Yeah, I find it quite interesting. How you ride can depend on what your body makeup is, what your goals are. You could argue if you're training for a really long hill climbing, riding in the mountains, you can go for really high cadence and try and use your engine, or you can grind away and use the muscles in your legs. And that depends on the type of rider you are. Somewhere in between might be for somebody like me. I don't know. I'm not a really lightweight, but I'm certainly not a muscle head with huge thighs, and I can grind out the power. So there we go. Thanks for joining. Different kind of video, and let's see where we go as the week progresses. And we'll catch up for the Alsager 5-mile road race on Sunday. Will the legs manage the race? Will the Achilles hold out? Oh, it's such a juggling act. But thanks for joining. Catch up next time. Please put some comments below on the explanations that I've done in this video. I find it quite interesting. Hopefully it's useful for somebody out there. Okay, catch you guys later.